We are the...
Oh my god. Oh, yeah.
We are the ones who make a better days. What?
I have a funny story.
Oh no, what about...
This guy at the gym today
Yeah.
fell off the elliptical. He took one step and went boom. And fucking tumbled. And all I could think in that moment was, like, it's a shame there isn't any good people in this gym who would look out for you, because it's just the two of us and I'm laughing.
Did you laugh?
Oh my god.
Out loud?
Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh no, why?
Because he fell and it was hilarious, Adam.
Oh my god.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Two Guys with Raging Goals. This is Mikey. Whoa, this is Mikey. Like I'm talking into a fucking radio broadcaster.
This is Mikey.
This is Mikey and
Break it, the copter's going down.
I'm Mikey and this is Adam, and every Friday, fuck, we gotta quit changing things.
Yeah.
Every Friday, we bring you a conversational podcast where one of us brings a topic to the table and we discuss it for your enjoyment. If you like that, follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Two Guys with Raging Goals. You can follow us on at patreon.com/ I always say backslash and then I think like, not everybody knows what a slash is.
They know the slash.
Patreon.com /
Right.
Two Guys Raging. Head on over to Patreon, throw us a couple bucks if you like our content, want to support us, keep the lights on, support our dreams. We'd love to buy new software, but we haven't hit that goal yet.
Right.
So,
yeah.
This episode is a two-for special.
Yes.
Because not only is it a Patreon topic,
yes.
So if you go over to Patreon, you throw us $3 a month, you get to pick topics.
That is true.
And so this episode,
sounds like
doesn't that sound like totally worth the $3?
I should do that so that I can start picking topics.
I know. We're gonna get to a point where it's gonna be like, hey, we'd like to pick a topic. So like, could you guys like calm down? Seriously though, head over to Patreon, throw us $3. You can pick the topic.
Yeah.
Whatever you want us to rage about, we will talk about.
Oh yeah.
Within reason, because we're reasonable
Yeah.
people.
Right.
Oh
yeah. Okay. Lie to them. Lie to them and then tell them to give us money.
That's how you get. Anybody see Enron?
Yeah.
Come on.
Trump?
Yeah. Lie to them. Get the money. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Make America great. So not only is this going to be a special topic from a Patreon subscriber, but also we should have banners.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fireworks.
Oh, there we go.
Can you do that?
Yeah. In iMovie will let me do that. You fuck.
What about Blanco with the lightning?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I bet I can do that on iMovie.
Okay.
Yeah. No, all it gives me is the ability to put really shitty filters on everything.
What if I shoot fireballs like Mario?
Well, yeah. What if you just looked like a jackass like every other fucking episode? What if you? Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So here's the deal, Mike. Let me tell you something. While you were doing the intro, I had a moment of terror. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you something, Mike. Haven't said that in a few episodes. You're welcome, guys. I'll tell you something, Mike. I don't know that it's true either. I just fucking black out when we do this. Fucking me and my meth kit. We're just fucking all over the place. So this guy named Sam lives across the street from me.
The serial killer.
Right.
Yeah. He lives across the street?
Yeah, he lives over there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why. And here's the other issue. When my landlord was building my deck off of my bedroom, Sam had his car parked in front of my house, and he was sleeping in it.
I remember that.
Right? I told you that. Okay. Well, since that day, I had not seen his car. I look through the window, and his car's there! His car is fucking there. He's back. Sam is fucking back.
Maybe he was on vacation. Like, you know.
Fucking, yeah.
He probably has a basement full of, like, skins and stuff that he has to, like, maintain.
Right.
So,
he probably whittles his own chess pieces. He's got one that has my face on it.
He's He's got this giant lathe.
Like micro sculpture, like fucking.
Perfect. And you're the queen.
Yeah.
This episode, topic brought to you by Yajaira, also known as Yajaira.
Yes.
And special thanks to Rodney Moon and Yajaira for making this possible. They contributed at a higher level than some of the other patrons, so they get special shout outs and get to be in the banners and the Harukin.
Right, yeah.
As soon as Adam fucking figures out how to put that shit in, it's gonna be incredible.
You sack of shit.
But thank you so much to them. Rod, obviously a huge friend to me, been my best friend since I was 16, and then now, well, he knows you. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
fucking,
you and his kids are probably friends.
Oh yeah. Me and Tank.
Yeah.
Me and Tank. Yeah.
Tank.
We hang out.
And then Yajaira, who was actually Sarah's boss, and was
Right.
she your boss at some point, or were you guys peers?
We were peers.
Peers. They all work together.
I mean, she bossed me around.
She bossed
anybody around.
Yeah. So both great people. Thank you so much for supporting the show, you guys, and supporting at the level that you do. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And so this episode is for you guys. But now I have to re-find Yajaira's topic because I read it out loud and now I forget it. The topic. I'm going to read word for word what she said in broken English.
Oh, God damn it.
I love you.
She's like, God damn you, Mikey.
She said, my topic will have to be about obsessions. Have you or Adam ever obsessed about something that it became a daily routine? I'm currently obsessed with a puzzle that I started with my nieces last week. I'm really curious as to how this puzzle went. Every day I find myself picking through the pile of puzzle pieces, and it's a calming feeling to a stressful day at work. So,
I like that.
I am not a very obsessive person. So like, okay, no. Okay. Alright.
You're a fucking sack of shit. You fucking lie. This whole episode is just lies. Lies about how he's just this great fucking person. Give him money on Patreon. Oh God, look at him. Look at him, he's great.
I've never claimed to be a great person. I'm a terrible person, and I've told many people that.
Right.
People choose not to believe me when I tell them that. I'm like, no, I'm a terrible person. You might think I'm a good person. Like, yeah, you interact with me, and you're like, hey, Mikey, he's pretty great. And then you spend a while with me, and you're like, oh yeah, this guy's a fuck. This guy's a real big fuck. And I'm like, yeah. But I told you that, so it's not my fault that you didn't know.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. You have to come to terms with it.
Yeah. So anyways.
So you're not obsessive.
So I don't, I'm not obsessive in the way that, like...
Could I give you some examples?
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
let's hit me with some examples and then I will deflect them.
Okay.
Oh, wait! I forgot to tell you this story and I have to share it now.
Okay. Tell me the story.
Or should I save it for the next episode?
Maybe save it for the next.
Alright, I'll save it for the next
episode.
Okay.
So, maybe my friend Mikey has a liking for Pokemon. Maybe my friend Mikey spent 2 weeks of his entire life, every waking moment he had in 2 weeks, hatching Charmander eggs in Pokemon to breed the perfect Charmander.
No,
maybe
to breed the perfect Charizard.
Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, yeah, no. Highly non-obsessive. Highly non-obsessive. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You're a 35-year-old man. You fucking played Pokemon for 2 weeks.
I'm not 30. Can we just? I'm not 35.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even 30 yet.
Yeah.
I'm not in my
Another
30s.
thing he's obsessed with? How old he is. What the fuck, guys?
You're a fuck.
What the fuck?
Okay, so let me break this down for you.
Right.
I feel like I'm not obsessive in that, like, it doesn't, like, it becomes, so much like what she was saying with the puzzle, it becomes something I want to do, right? And I'll, like, laser focus on it.
Right.
And I'll work on it.
Yes.
But it doesn't, like, dominate my mind, I guess is what I mean, to where, like, when I think of obsessive, I think of somebody who, like, this has to be clean all the time. Like, almost obsessive compulsive, right?
Right.
To where, like, everything has to be in its place. Or, like, Sarah can't have any cords out.
Right.
Gotta put the cord back. And I'm like, and then she's always got some excuse. She's like, the dog will trip over it. And I'm like, he trips over everything. He's gonna trip over the fucking coffee table.
Trips over his own feet.
We don't put that away. Like, he's fine.
Yeah. I know. I think obsessive. I think that you're thinking of obsessive as obsessive compulsive, or like something like people who are very particular.
Yeah, like I'm not an anal person. Like I don't like those. That's not me. Like I fuck it. Leave that shit.
So I think that it's something like a pastime that you really enjoy, that you want to do every single day, because you get lost in it.
Okay.
Right?
So I have a few things.
Oh!
Pokemon is one of them.
Pokemon is...
And by that I don't mean that bullshit that's Pokemon Go. I mean a fucking Pokemon game that I will, like, invest hours and hours and hours into.
Maybe weeks.
Oh,
months.
Easy.
Maybe.
Years.
Yeah.
Like, I have, I think on my yellow game, I had 255 hours, and then it's the
clock
stops. So, like,
yeah.
I probably had double that easy.
Oh, yeah.
And then I forget where the fuck I'm at on X now, but like Pokemon X, but it's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Pokemon Y, like X. I have X.
Yeah.
It's insane. I've lost more hours into that. Maybe Halo. That might be the only video game that I've put more hours into. But Halo is different. Like I didn't obsess over Halo, I guess, like I did with Pokemon, where like I will go train against the Elite Four just on repeat.
Oh yeah, just over and over.
Go beat them.
Over and over.
I wake up at my house for some reason. I don't know what the fuck happens there.
Yeah.
You become the Pokemon World Champion, and then you
teleport, and you're like, fucking, it was all a dream.
Yeah, like, what the fuck happened here?
And,
and then I go back, and I'll beat them again, so that I can keep leveling up my Pokemon, and then I switch out certain people, certain Pokemon, so that I can bring them and evolve them, and like give them XP, and then build another team, and so then I build other teams of Pokemon. So that I have different ones to bring, depending on the battle that I'm in, Adam. And I'm not obsessed! Alright, so I have that. And like that comes in waves, right? So in November, when this game comes out, like, don't fuck with me, alright? I'm either going to be playing Pokemon or I'm going to be at work. Those are going to be the two things I'm doing in my life.
Right.
But then there's like the Holy Trilogy for me.
Okay.
And by that I mean Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Harry Potter.
Right.
I'll fuck anybody up on some trivia with any of those three things. Like, I know more about that shit than I should know about anything in life. Like, like my uncle. Him and I are hanging out last weekend.
How was that?
It was good. Yeah, I'll tell you some stuff off the camera.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Oh boy. Oh boy. Good.
But it was good.
It's good.
Yeah. Good. So. Sorry. Anyways, okay, so we're talking, and my uncle is very smart. Like, very, very fucking smart. And like, he's a history teacher, and he has a master's in history, and like, he's just very, very fucking smart, and like, can remember dates and names and all this shit. And like, he's just spitting out all this information. I love being around him because like I'm a sponge and I just soak this shit up. And like I don't remember all of it, but like I'll remember like key stuff and whatever.
Right.
So the way that he knows real events is the way that I know Star Wars, Lord of the Rings,
and Harry Potter.
Yeah. Like, and it's not an obsession anymore, I would say, because there's not as much to learn about them, because like these things end, right? Now Star Wars is continuing, so like that's a little bit of there's like a volcano there's an active volcano in there somewhere waiting to like
spill over.
Read more shit.
Oh yeah.
But like with Harry Potter, it's over, right? The Cursed Child just came out, and so that was a little bit of new information, but like basically it's over. And so like you can learn all the things that you could ever learn about Harry Potter, and I have. And that's why watching the movies with me, you don't want to do it.
No.
You know what? If you like Harry Potter movies, don't watch them with me, because I will fuck your whole world up. I will fuck your whole world up because I know what it's supposed to be like, and then I'm like, well, how does he know how to fucking find the Horcruxes? He never learned about them. But somehow he knows how to fucking find them in the next movie.
Right.
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Shit like that.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy. And then, like, with Lord of the Rings, like, I fucking, like, the Silmarillion and The Hobbit and all the appendices and all that shit. I've read all of that. I used to reread Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter every year.
Right.
I haven't read Lord of the Rings in the last like probably 3 years, and I haven't read Harry Potter, all of Harry Potter, in 2 years. I did read like half of the books last year.
Yeah.
But I stopped at like Order of the Phoenix. So like, and it's funny because like people will be like, "Oh yeah, no, I love Harry Potter," and I'm like, "Yeah, do you? Do you? Do you?" Because like
you'll get
And, like I read the books every year, and they're like, "Okay, well, I don't like it like that," and then I'm like, "But you don't fucking love it," so, which is insane.
It's my baby.
Yeah. I understand that that's crazy, but like, that's how I feel when like people tell me shit like that, and then I'm like, I guess that I do have a few things that I obsess about.
Yeah. No, yeah, you do. A few things.
Well, and like work, obviously.
Right, obviously. Obsessions, man. See, this is difficult for me. And you know what? Here's why I think that it's difficult.
Because you're not an obsessive person?
I'll give you a fair shot to give me something that I obsess over, but I think that I don't obsess over anything because my attention span isn't long enough. So I get into something, and I'm like into it for like however long, and then all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck about this. Let's move on to something else. I'm like, man, this is boring. Over and over again. What do you think I obsess over?
Podcast.
Oh, like listening to podcasts.
Yes. Like I feel like I was into podcasts before you.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, that's not crazy. Okay.
No, like because we were hunting. We were on the hunt for the perfect.
Hunt the truth.
Hunt the truth, right? We were on the hunt for the perfect podcast.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You find serial, you go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
and
God,
then
serial.
And then I start listening to it, and then I
fucking like us.
oh my God!
And it's funny because Matt group texted us the other day, like this episode or whatever, and like that was when I was at my aunt and uncle's, and like so I wasn't looking at shit anyways.
Right.
But then I didn't have a great weekend and whatever, so like I didn't even read it, but I didn't look at that at all.
Right.
Well, you responded very aptly and said, Matt, I'm gonna watch this. Mikey's not, because he doesn't have time for new podcasts. You better just get him the Cliff Notes. And you're right, like
it's the truth.
Like I love Kinda Funny, and I can't keep up with it. Like they just did their studio thing yesterday.
Here's the deal. I don't think I've missed an episode of their podcast.
Yeah, since I don't know how you fucking do that. Do you watch the Gamescast too?
Yeah. Fuck. I listen to the Gamescast. I listen to Game Over Greggy. I listen to P.S. I Love You. I listen to their old podcast, Podcast Beyond, Podcast Unlocked, and then I've got 4 or 5 others that I also listen to.
I think the only podcast I keep up with is Podcast Unlocked. Like, religiously.
Consistently.
Yeah. And you know why?
Why?
Because on Tuesdays when I drive my ass out here,
okay.
I listen to it.
Right.
And that's the only, and then that episode's normally about long enough to get me home. They're like an hour episodes.
So let me tell you a little bit of backstory, where this all came from, this obsession. Okay, so I was in 7th grade, right? And I was pouring my life into
doing videos under your bed.
No, I didn't have my study bed, whatever, like, because it's got because it had a desk underneath it, and it was like a bunk bed, but without the bottom bunk.
It was a loft.
Right. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I didn't have that yet. So I would sit in my little gaming chair, and I would pour into probably. I was either watching Cartoon Network because there was a short time when I was watching that.
Yeah.
But it was shows you wouldn't even know.
How come more people aren't watching that 90s one, by the way? That is probably my favorite episode we've ever done.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking loved that episode so much.
Yeah, so if you, oh, yeah.
If you haven't gone back and watched, or like when people start watching our stuff.
I've started a playlist, Adam's favorites.
Oh, perfect.
So that's one of them. Yeah. So, like, I'm going back through, that's why I'm listening to them again.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And I listen to our podcast.
I was gonna say I do keep up with our podcast too. Like,
right,
that's it.
Because there are things, and here's the thing, guys. We're not self-obsessed. Well, I mean, I'm self-obsessed, but here's the deal. You don't. When you're recording this, you don't catch everything that you say.
Oh yeah, not at all.
Not at all. Like it's just you fucking like fucking white noise.
I was laughing so hard today. I'm running on the treadmill and I was listening to our last one about sickness or whatever, and like so I'm running on the treadmill, feeling good.
Right.
Feeling good. And it got to the part where I said like, take 10 ibuprofens, the last fucking headache you ever have.
Yeah.
And go gurgle with battery acid. No. And then Randy says like, this just in, you shouldn't gurgle with hydrogen peroxide. And I was like, yeah, you shouldn't gargle with Benadryl either.
Yeah,
like,
oh my god,
I died.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
I was like, that was hilarious. And then I was like, and then I remember that I'm like watching a video of myself and laughing at myself and running, and I'm like, keep it together.
It's okay. It's okay to be a fan of yourself now. Okay, so I'm in 7th grade. I'm pouring into Final Fantasy. I'm sure. Final Fantasy 9, one of my favorites.
7th grade, you're in Final Fantasy 9.
It's an older game at that point. Like 10 and 10-2 was probably out at this point, right?
Out. Yeah.
But I'm pouring in Final Fantasy, and I have a little what's it called? Boombox.
Yeah.
Got a little boombox.
Yeah.
Right. So I throw on the boombox. I don't like listening to music on the radio because it's all like the same music over and over again, right? So what do?
What's that? Oh, okay. I understand. I thought they gave me decaf tea and I almost killed somebody.
Oh no. Yeah, it's the boxes.
Yeah.
You're good. I don't know. We can talk about this later, but
someone almost died at Starbucks today.
Green tea is not decaf.
Yeah, no, I know. I was
only herbal teas are decaf.
I was like, how did they even
green and black?
What did they suck the?
I don't know. They poisoned him. Now, okay. So what do I do with my boombox?
Carry it on your shoulder.
No.
Hold it above your head outside of some girl's window.
No, I'm not nearly old enough to understand that. Now,
say anything.
No, I know. Obviously, if I say that I'm not old enough to understand that reference, that means I understand the reference, but I'm still not old enough.
So good.
I'm cute. I'm young. Hi. Now, I find talk radio. I start listening to Whoa, which is like conservative
fucking
news.
Whoa.
However, at midnight, there's this fucking shift, right? So they go from talking about fake science and how global warming isn't real to fucking fake science where they talk about UFOs and string theory and all of these things that are really intricate.
Yeah.
And I loved it, right? I fucking fell in love with talk radio.
That's awesome.
Right?
And then that's an easy transition then.
Right. So I have this love for talk radio. Every time I'm in the car, I'm like, can we please listen to some talk radio?
Yeah.
And then I get the Kia Soul.
Yeah.
Right? And I find NPR. And I pour hours
and
of
they
my
make
life.
the best podcast too.
They do. That's a fact.
The highest rated podcasts come from them.
Oh, all day. Because here's the deal. Their talk radio, all of their podcasts are the shows that are on all day.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm pouring hours of my life, and then this is when we find Serial, and then I just spiderweb out of fucking control, right?
He listed off like 6 podcasts that he follows right now, right? Like, so those are the ones he doesn't miss. Right. He also then just catches other ones.
Yeah.
And like, to a level, like, he tells me the amount of podcasts that he listens to, and it tires me out. I'm like, I can't, like, I don't have enough hours in the day to even think about that many podcasts.
And like, so one of the things that I do, because I legitimately actually listen to them. Like, right. And it's not like just garbage white noise in the background, right? What I'll do is, like, as soon as I get up, when I get in the shower, I've got my little, like, contraption in there to hook up my phone, and I start listening to podcasts right then, right? And so from that point until I get to work, I listen to podcasts. On my break, on my lunch, I listen to podcasts. On my drive home from work, I listen to podcasts. When I get home from work, if I don't throw on Netflix, I just listen to podcasts.
Do you listen to them, or do you, like, are they video?
Oh, no, I just listen to them.
Okay.
Yeah, so, some of them I'll watch.
Ding, ding, ding!
I will watch.
Found the thing he's obsessed with, by the way. Nailed it.
What is it? What?
Podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, you find one thing I'm obsessed with.
For a while, I would take a break from my podcast and I watch Colin and Greg Live.
Yeah.
Which is another kind of
Which
funny
is
show.
essentially a podcast, but it's a live.
But it's live.
show. Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
So now here we are, and
so I
do love that.
I think I follow like, I don't know, 3. I have like 10 podcasts that I follow.
Right.
But I don't listen to Startup anymore. I love Startup.
I still listen to it.
First season of Startup was amazing. Second season of Startup was amazing. Third season, I got like 3 episodes in, and I was like, like, and it's not that Lisa Chow's not good. It's just that I don't care about it enough because like it's episodic now.
Right.
And so I don't care about it as much. It's not this big long arc. Serial, same thing. They come out with their new season. I listened to a couple episodes of it, and I was like,
I listened to the whole thing, and I was pissed. So I just went through and I counted the number of podcasts I actually listen to. So
Yeah.
I've got 17 that I'm subscribed to, but I listen to 13 of them. Like, literally 13 podcasts, which is probably around 15, 17 hours a week.
So I have Business Boot Camp. I'm going to read them all because I have so few. Business Boot Camp, Major Nelson Radio, Planet Money. Of those 3 in the top, I've listened to I've listened to a few Business Boot Camps.
Okay, yeah.
But like that's one that's kind of like Aisha Tyler's, where like it depends on the guest. Like so, there can be really good episodes, and then
that's why I dropped that one.
Yeah,
because I was like,
dropped her too.
Yeah.
Planet Money, I've listened to 1 episode. I liked Planet Money because it had what's his face, Alex Bloomberg.
Right.
He originally was on Planet Money, and now he's on Startup. And
right.
Yeah. So
you should listen to Reply All. They're short episodes.
Really?
Yeah, they're like 30 minutes. Go, get on your phone. You're on your phone. Go to your podcast app. Subscribe to Reply All. It's so good.
It's another
Gimlet Media.
Yeah, Gimlet Media podcast, which so is Startup and what was that mystery show? I like that one.
Oh, mystery show. Also, they just started this show called Science Versus, which I also listen to, and they do science versus a topic. So like they did science versus guns. And they talk about gun control.
Oh my
and they did like, oh my god, it's so good. And it's actually like Gimlet bought the rights to that show and got the host, this girl who's Australian, and she's amazing.
Awesome.
She's phenomenal. She's so smart. It's great.
Did they ever do the show that it was going to be like things that sound lame but aren't, or whatever? Do you remember this? And so like there was an episode on Startup that they did as like a teaser for it, and it was like mold or whatever.
Oh yeah,
and like
yeah, they did
the things you don't know about it, and Chumbawamba, and
yeah.
the things I didn't know about Chumbawamba, and I was like, holy fuck, this is amazing.
You know, I did know about Chumbawamba.
I didn't
because of VH1.
Oh yeah,
They would do
behind
like
the music.
it was like they did. It wasn't even behind the music. It was like one hit wonders. I watched a documentary. That's another thing. That's another thing that I love.
Oh, documentaries. I love documentaries.
Oh my gosh.
I will fucking lose my mind.
I watched Jesus Camp when I was in 7th grade, and I fell in love.
Oh,
I would watch that movie on repeat.
Food documentaries. That's my shit.
Oh, really?
Documentary? Yeah, like about our food industry. So like,
yeah,
like those are amazing. So like Food Inc. and like Cowspiracy and stuff. Like, I don't care. I'm still gonna eat all the meat, but like, it's really interesting.
It's really cool.
So then, Podcast Unlocked, Serial Startup. I listen to Podcast Unlocked on there. Like I haven't listened to Startup in forever.
Yeah.
But like I love Startup.
Yeah.
Story and Star Wars.
Right.
They don't make those anymore.
Right.
So there will be a new episode of that. I assume
one day.
One day. Yeah. Maybe they'll do Rogue One.
Maybe.
And then maybe they'll do the next Star Wars.
Yeah.
Maybe. TGRG, our podcast. The Game Over Gravy Show, so like that's probably the one I listen to the most besides Unlocked.
Right.
The Tim Ferriss Show, which is how I found Alex Bloomberg. So like,
oh, okay.
Because like I found him in a very roundabout way. By the way, so Startup, Gimlet Media.
Yes.
Alex Bloomberg.
Yes.
All the same thing. So he came from NPR, and started Gimlet Media, which is they are the ones who produce Startup, the podcast. I know this is very convoluted. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
But Adam texted me one day, long ago, and was like, you should listen to this podcast. It's about a guy who started his own podcast. And now, like, they're doing great. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do that. And so, like, I saved it in my notes. Like, that's a podcast that I should listen to.
Right.
And then one day I'm listening to the Alex Ferris podcast, or is that his
Tim
name?
Ferriss.
Tim Ferriss, sorry.
Right.
I'm listening to it, and Alex Bloomberg is on there.
Yeah.
And it's like the most interesting conversation I'm hearing. And I know about Alex Bloomberg because of Planet Money,
Right.
which is one that he started. And that's why he's on the Tim Ferriss show,
Right.
because he had started Planet Money. And so, like, I see in the guests that Alex Bloomberg's a guest on this one. I was like, oh, watch that one.
Yeah.
So I'm watching it, and I was like, this is so good. Like, I really like this. I should follow him on Twitter. And so, like, I follow him on Twitter, and then, like, I'm listening to it. It's like, God, this is a great episode. And I was like, what is this? What's he talking about with startup? That sounds like a good podcast.
Right.
I should listen to that. So then I find it, tell Matt about it, then I tell you about it, and you're like, that's the fucking podcast I told you!
Yeah.
Like 6 months ago. And I was like, oh my God, it's amazing!
Yeah, because so what happened was I was like, I was listening to 12 different podcasts, and I was like, man, this isn't enough content for me.
Yeah, I need more.
So I'm like I literally just went through like new and noteworthy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And startup came up, and I was like, oh my God.
What a great idea!
Yeah. So I started listening to it, and I just fell in love. Oh man.
It's the strangest way that I ever found a podcast. But like that's how this shit works too. Which is why it's important that you guys share our stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works. Like people just randomly will find shit. Like that's how Greg Miller. I was on IGN and I'm watching him play fucking SimCity, and I was like, this guy's funny. I'm gonna go follow him on Twitter. And then I see him post about his fucking podcast with Colin, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I found Unlocked because of him, and I was like, I've been on IGN forever, never watched Unlocked. Never knew how broad this media was. Like, never. It's so cool. Oh, God. Yeah, and like, so that's how it works. Like, people, you find shit that you like, and then you get people hooked, and like, people are like, oh man, this is awesome. I never would have found this if it wasn't for this. Just like a lot of what Startup says, they're like, why they are so successful is because of cereal, right? And they're like, oh, well, so many people must have found us because of cereal. But then he finds out that like there were plenty of people who were like, I've never heard of cereal. And it was like, what do you fucking mean you haven't heard of cereal?
How'd you know about podcasts?
How do you fucking
Yeah.
Sorry, this became a podcast.
That's so mad.
But that's what he's obsessed with.
Yeah, that's true. And I used to be obsessed with YouTube. That's why I know what I know about YouTube, because like when I was in high school, I would watch all of these personality YouTubers who were like doing vlogs or doing shows, and
Olga K posted a picture of herself the other day, and she's gorgeous.
Oh my God,
I was like, oh my God, I love her so much.
But I was probably, and this is another thing, I was probably subscribed to like 40 people. Yeah. And I watched every video that they released, all of them.
I think, like, and so that's where I'm having trouble with media right now, is because like I have podcasts that I want to listen to, and then I have YouTube shows that I like to watch, and like I don't even know how, like I don't have enough time to watch a television episode most days, and so like I'll like sit down and I'm like, okay, and I go to the Star Wars guy who I follow. And he like does all these theories about like new
you
stuff.
told me about this before,
He posts like an episode a day. Yeah. Sometimes multiple videos, and I'm like, I can't really jump into all of these right now because I need to watch Game Theorist. So like I'm gonna watch Game Theorist. Right. And so then I watch Game Theorist, and then like Sorted Food has posted something new, and Food Wishes, and I'm like, all right, fuck this. Yeah, right. I give up. Like it's crushing me. I can't keep up with all this shit, and like. I feel that way sometimes when like I talk to like supporters of us, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I just like I'm so far behind," and I'm like, "It's okay, you just catch up whenever you do." Yeah, so like get the fuck moving and catch up. Right? Yeah, but it's one of those things where like, so we don't have substance. No, we don't do like the same topic. So we don't talk about video games. We don't talk about movies. Like, you know your interests. Yeah. And we know ours, and ours are broad. Yeah, so sometimes they'll coalesce and sometimes they won't. Yeah, so like catch the episodes that you want to catch, because that's going to be the stuff that makes you excited about our content. Right, yeah. And like, yeah. I would say the other thing that I'm obsessed about is work. Like, and it doesn't really matter what, like I have to care about the work. Right. But otherwise it doesn't really fucking matter. Like, I'm obsessed with like, doing things. Yes. Yes.
I think that's what it is. I think it's about like what you produce. So like whatever it is, if it's like a team environment or getting things done or whatever, like you're obsessed with that.
Yeah, like I love to do things.
Yeah, and like for instance, like so I love work. I'm working a lot right now.
Yeah.
I love this podcast, but sometimes those two things, like because of how much time I have to pour into
one or the
both,
other,
like things kind of get like.
And then we post on Saturday, like a.
I know.
I wake up on Saturday and I was like, is it Friday?
But it's like I saw like there are things that are like I don't want this episode to go live until my thumbnail's done.
Right.
And I was up until 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I know.
Exporting.
I know you're always up like so late, so like I never give you a hard time about it because I'm like I know he's working on it. Like I don't know. I feel bad.
No, and I totally understand that. Like, but I take a lot of ownership in that. Like, and I fucking love.
I know. I'm like
our podcast.
I'm like Adam, can I help you with anything? You're like I'm on it. And I'm like, all right, just let me know.
Right. Like I'm losing sleep over this.
Yeah.
But it's because I love doing it.
Right.
Like, and if I didn't love doing it, then I just wouldn't.
Right.
Or I'd be like, you know what, fuck this, Mike.
Yeah.
Listen, you take
all this shit.
Take a show on the road. Fucking set up a tent. Go talk to the people. It's like
we're doing live videos from now on.
We're like the guy and the little person from Oh Brother Where Art Thou, right? Where the guy is like standing on the soapbox, and there's the little person with the broom.
Very well.
Why?
I don't, because I'm getting it mixed up with Big Fish.
Oh.
Yeah, Big Fish.
Yeah, they're similar. They've got a similar style to them.
Yeah, similar style.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Very different movie, but yeah.
One time, somebody who we both know might have an obsession with Dolly Tree. Jay told me that Big Fish is the best comedy, and I was like, hold on, wait. Do you know what comedy is? Like I'm funny. So like let's start there. What's comical about the movie?
Yeah, like there are funny elements in that movie.
Right, but it's like maybe like a fantasy, or like a I don't know what else.
Yeah, it's like a drama storytelling sort of movie.
But it's definitely, if it was anything, it's definitely not a comedy.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a comedy. And it certainly then is not the best comedy if you labeled it a comedy.
Yeah,
like, there are lots of moments in that where it's like, oh, that's kind of dark.
Yeah. This is freaking me the fuck out.
Yeah. Why is that giant eating people? It's so funny.
Here we go. All right. Wow.
I love that movie. All right. I think that's all I got.
I think
yeah. Obsessed with a lot of things apparently. Actually,
especially ourselves.
Thank you so much, Yajaira, for picking this topic. I really appreciate it. Thank you for getting back to us. And then thank you to both you and Rodney for supporting us at such a high level on Patreon. You guys are like 30% of our business. So thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. And we'll catch you on the next one.